Good afternoon, Randomania, and welcome to what is the last day of what has been a fabulous week in our Final Fantasy Spring Tournament 2020. I am the Hangry Canuck, and I am joined today on the mic by Sonny. How you doing today, my friend?
I am doing well this afternoon, Canuck. I'm actually looking forward to seeing these two runners duke it out here in this first round. We've got Mageius1 and Darindrise that are gonna be duking it out, and this is looking to be fairly interesting so far.
Yeah, I'm familiar with Mageius. I haven't really seen too much of Darindrise because I believe he's a new comer to the game, but I'm fairly certain this is going to be a pretty steely matchup here. We got some divergence in party comps already. I have a feeling Canucks dying pretty early on Darindrise's side, but we'll see.
Yeah, I see Darindrise's naming scheme, and like I said to you before we went live, I probably should have been the thief on this one.
Yeah, because you stealing my heart.
Thanks, my friend. And then we've got the good old fighter rainbow comp for Mageius.
Yeah, that's pretty safe. That if one of I don't mind the rainbow because if one of your magics is kind of weak, like the white mage or the black mage, you can dan them off and go with a 3-man strat and still be pretty strong.
That is very true, and it does look like both of the runners are ready to go, so I will let them out of the gate in just one moment.
Yeah, I never watched March Madness anyway. This is the new March Madness.
Who needs March Madness when you have the Final Fantasy Randomizer Spring Tournament coming at you live? These runners should be off here in just a few moments, and we will be getting some beautiful action. So, Canuck, I got a question for you. What are you hoping to see from the King and Queen?
What were you gonna say?
What are you hoping to see from the King and Queen?
I didn't really want to see Life 2 and Cure 4 in white, but guess what?
Ooh, level 1 white is stacked.
I wouldn't mind seeing a canoe chime kind of feeling.
Ooh, canoe chime would be very interesting. Oh, level 1 warp and zap as well.
Yeah, level 1 warp is going to be very interesting. And Darindrise has bought a lot of spells and has no money for nothing else. Ooh, look at those gold Cheerios.
Gold Cheerios are at a massive discount tonight, or today. Almost said tonight. 9,000 gold a pop for those gold Cheerios, and silver's really cheap too. But the housing market is that's a little expensive.
Now the cabins ain't too bad, so we should be okay if we do have to save scum a couple of times. Oh, we had just enough for the inn.
Good old 6 gold in.
Good old Motel 6. Alright, let's see if DM's got anything dangerous. A little bit of the gaze.
They're just giving out fierce looks and throwing out those stuns, you know?
Alright, Darindry's going to give us our first look here at the chest, and we have some housing. It's a little chilly in Canada for tents right now, but hey, it'll work.
I think this camping might be a little too intense.
Yeah, cabin and 691 gold. And wolves with ice too.
You hate to see it. That's a nasty little white.
Yeah, now, speaking of that, I mean, money is important, but would you waste your time going back for that $600 with the off chance you're going to hit wolves?
I mean, I wouldn't. Only because, you know, you've got a tent, you know where that is, you know where a cabin is, but even going for that cabin takes a little bit to do.
Looks like Darindrise is going to zap Garland back to the 4th dimension beforehand. So now does that send him 2,000 years in the past? Or does he have to come back from the 4th dimension and then go 2,000 years?
And he's got to return from the 4th dimension, but the king gives the rod and Sarah gives the crystal.
Yeah, that's not bad, because now you don't get a double dip Matoya like you normally would looking for cash or a rare freak item in the treasury there.
That is very true. Now the question is, where's Darindrise going to go next as Mageius pulls Garland and readies up a zap? Exiled to the 4th dimension, Garland goes down for Mageius. He will soon have his rod and crystal.
Well, I mean, you almost figure you gotta hit Matoya as you're heading towards Provoca.
I do have to agree with that. It
Because
would be a very solid play.
If there's a big ticket money chest in Matoya, that's going to get you all the level 2 spells you need. Because right now, these runners are seriously low on dinero.
Yeah, they are very strapped for cash right now. But here are those Ice 2 Wolves. Not seeing Ice 2 for this round. And, you know, I had to say something about Ice 2.
Yeah, that's going to make Matoya dangerous to get to, for sure. But now Mageius has more money, because he did get out of there with that 600 gold chest. So he can buy some housing supplies.
Yeah, Mageius ended up warping out after getting that tent and immediately used that tent.
Ooh, that's a good little fight with Zap for Darindrise right there. So what do you think Matoya's got? What do you think she's rolling around up there that you can't see?
A D6.
I want to see a Thor's Hammer. Let's go.
Ooh, Thor Hammer would be spicy. Be nice for the AoE spell, but that's really about it.
Well, there's the cash you're looking for.
And the canal!
Ooh, Matoya's just loaded. If this is the floater or something, just a loot. How could you play? Well, I suppose you could play music. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that canal. Ooh, that's going to open up a lot now.
Yeah, with that canal, that's going to give access to all of the other continents, and that rod does mean Earth is in play.
Imps, you missed the one guy you should have stunned. Looks like we got Mageius and Provoca. He didn't stop by to see what Matoya has, so he's not going to know about that canal just yet, but I'm sure with the crystal he's going to go back there shortly.
Yeah, and I missed level 2 magic altogether.
Did he go look at it? I don't know.
I'm not 100% sure, but Darindrise is here in Provoca as well. Gonna run up and immediately save. I can't blame him after getting that 12,000 gold chest, I think it was. And, oh, wow. Hi, Bicky.
All we need is a canoe. Ooh, life in Cure 3. That's going to make the knight very nice once he promotes.
I have to agree, and we see Fire 2 in the level 2 black magic shop, as well as Hold.
Spell.
Fire 2 is definitely going to put in some work right now as the early AoE, but we still have level 3 and 4 magic to go see.
And 5 and 6, I mean, everything's open to us right now.
This is true.
Like, the only things not open to us are anything that's canal locked. Like Ordeals, the Waterfall, Ice, Volcano, anything like that at the moment.
Yeah, that canoe is going to be the biggest thing to find right now, especially with that floater in hand.
But I mean, he's got a lot of key item checks. You can go to Crescent Lake. You might get lucky, get a vanilla canoe there. As JLo's putting up in chat.
I mean, the question is, are either of the runners going to go ahead and search for that? Because that is a possibility. It's like Mageius.
I'd say the road you gotta take here now is hit Elfland, see with level 3 spells, and then head for Crescent Lake.
I can definitely get down with that. Mageius making it over to Matoya's cave, about to get that ton of money, if he remembers to check the chests, as well as that canal.
Better check the chests.
While Darindrise is stocking up on supplies, pure potions, heal potions, and cabins.
Yep, no. Let's see what's in the armor shop here. Anything good? Yeah, chain armor. That's going to be great for your fighter and your red mage. Oh, look at the cheapness of those pro rings.
Those are dirt cheap pro rings. Those pro rings are ones that you see those and you are super happy. Especially after picking up that chest of Matoya's.
Yeah, but he spent a lot of his money on spells, but I mean, you know, you got Zap, you got Fire 3. I don't know. Would you think about doing maybe a quick pop grind to see if you can get money for those pro rings?
With Fire 2 being the only offensive spell that, or the only actual offensive damaging spell, shall I say, it's a little iffy.
Looks like both our runners do agree with you. I do believe Mageius is going to head back to Provoca to pick up spells and stuff he missed now.
Battery's going to check Dwarf Cave.
Oh wow, he sailed a long ways without me knowing.
And Darindrise, I believe, is going to head to Dwarf Cave as well. May actually end up leaving the Inner Sea, looping around to head to Elfland from that southern dock.
Yeah, that would be a good play for sure. We got Mageius looking at level 5 here. Ooh, there's our exit. That'll be nice.
Slot 4. And there's Nuke.
Nuke and Temper at level 5.
Now that's something you really don't like to see, just because you have your strongest AoE spell and you have your buffing spell in the same level.
Yeah, especially if you don't find a power gauntlet. You're kind of... Do you really want to waste nuke charges? Ooh. Those wolves are all over them.
Oh yeah, those wolves have their numbers. Darindrise has made it to Elfland, and level 3 Black Magic, we see Fire 3, Lit 2, Quake, and Quad X.
That's some expensive spells, though.
Yeah, that Quad X being 1,300 gold. Ooh. That's a pretty penny. Level 3 White Magic is useless!
So he's going to pick up more spells for his Red Mage now. Fire 3. Now the pop grind would be good.
A pop grind would be excellent with Fire 3. And the armor shop holds a bunch of nothing.
And the item shop holds some expensive camping gear.
I mean, the tents aren't that expensive, fortunately.
Oh, there's Lit 3 and Lock. Looks like Darindrise is all out of money now.
Yeah, which is unfortunate, but definitely not going to be the end of the world, especially with that pop grind being available due to the Lit 3 casts. And Fade, level 4, slot 2, only going to be learnable by White Mage, White Wizard.
Looks like Mageius is heading for Crescent Lake. He took the bottom route, though. I like this.
You know, that's a nostalgic route for me. That's the route I used to take to Crescent Lake, so I like it as well. Feels good.
I don't know if it saves you any time from going the original route, but... Alright, looks like Mageius is going to make it to Crescent Lake first here. I don't know what Darindrise was up to. I didn't really check.
I do believe Darindrise is trying to get levels so that way he can use more spells, but unfortunately he has to run away from that pack.
The fact that he has his thief in the lead leads me to believe that he's gonna three-man this.
I actually have that feeling as well. I was kind of curious about that, and I think you just confirmed what I was thinking.
Looks like Darindrise heading for Crescent Lake as well now. But we still haven't seen the vendor item yet, so if the vendor item is something like, you know, say the Oxy Ale or whatever, I would open up even more to our runners, because you can get the on-rack without the canoe.
That is very true, since there is a dock on the southern part of the on-rack continent.
I'd love to see the vendor item at the caravan.
I mean, honestly, I would love to see it at Gaia right now. Even though they have the floater in hand, it's still that question of, do I feel like going there? We have Wall at level 6.
I mean, you got so much open to you now. You're looking for that canoe. What would you be prepared to say take a gamble and maybe, you know, hit up Marsh Or with the rod. Ooh, a key. There you go.
With the spells that they have right now, you're actually making me think about this. That key does change quite a bit, since that is a lot of extra chests that just opened up.
I think you got to do key locked at this point.
I do agree with that. Are we gonna see a couple Pede fights go?
Looks like we got some Peds on the power cycle.
Really nice find.
Unless they got Squint. Which they do.
I mean, Squint's just good for 3-man grinding.
Poor Canuck.
Ooh.
Oh, wow, is Darindrise even going to make it? Oh, get in there! What are you doing?
Having a hard time walking, I'd say.
That's like me and my controller when I use my emulator. My emulator controller is so bad, I can't even make half the moves right.
Looks like Mageius is fishing for an encounter just to get some more early game levels.
Yeah, this ain't a bad place to grind, but I mean, I think I'd be prioritizing key checks right now.
I do agree with that, and ooh, Darindrise is out of gold for resurrecting warriors. This is going to be a little bit of a dicey situation. Has just enough to save at the end, but that's about it.
Yeah, these Scorpions are really giving Mageius a hard time here. His fighter's down.
Question in chat. Is that response rate 7? I believe that Mageius does have response rate set to 7.
Does have life too, though, so needing money for reses isn't really an issue.
That's true.
And Darindrise is off to... I'm going to say he's going to do some key chests.
Yeah, I think he's about to go do some key chests as well. Probably going to start off at Canaria Castle and then branch off from there.
I wonder if he's thinking about 2-man in it at this point.
That's a possibility.
You know, at this rate, with the way the black magic started out and how bad the white magic is, or how good the white magic is, you're going to get your fighter who's going to get life 2 and cure 4 as well, right? So it wouldn't probably be that much of a hardship to let that black mage go.
The only argument is level 5 nuke, but even then that requires a minimum level of 12. And let's see if I can recall this right. That should still be black mage learnable, but red mage will have to promote, since it is in slot 2.
Like Darindrise is gonna... Hooray!
We have a valid run.
Now we get to see what these 9 or 10 chests hold.
Short sword and some cloth armor. Nothing great so far. The dragon sword is nice to see, though. Oh, there we go. Ice sword.
Better.
Now we're talking some decent power there.
That dragon sword will probably sell for a good bit as well, but his red mage can use it too, so...
That is true.
Oh, we put it on Canuck.
Looks like you're going to be doing some work after all, my friend.
Am I making a return appearance here, or what?
That's a possibility.
Was that the vanilla chest it's in, crap? I don't think. I thought it was one over.
And he does warp out from deep inside that dwarf cave, so a very, very solid move.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he's bringing back Canuck, so...
Eh, not yet.
Maybe he doesn't know the red mage can use the dragon sword either.
That's a big possibility.
He might think the red mage has to promote beforehand. Meanwhile, Vivi trying to zap this Cobra into the 4th dimension, but it just does not want to go.
And Mage's Zap connects.
Alright, looks like Darindrise is going to give us a look at the Canaria chest now, so I like this play. You got all these chests available, and, you know, if you come across a canoe, well, beep beep, I'm a Jeep, because let's go.
Canuck, you are staying asleep right now. You're going to continue taking your dirt nap, unfortunately, my friend.
Ah, well, you know, you can only be a hero for so long.
I have a feeling you'll be a hero in Topher, that's for sure.
Yeah, I'm just there to take a beating. A little bit of money here, not much so far to speak of. Oh, that heal helmet's going to be good, though. Give him another... Oh, defense.
Ooh. Hello, Defense Sword. How are you doing today?
Pretty sure that's usable by the fighter pre-promotion, but I could be wrong. Oh, look at that.
Oh my gosh.
God, you've got to sell that wizard staff.
That is just gorgeous money right there. That's going to give Darindrise the opportunity to buy all the gold bracelets he will ever need.
Thank you very much, Crab. I was not sure about that, but yeah, now he can get his 2 gold bracelets, and if he remembers correctly, he can go get his pro rings.
Absolutely, and I do believe that's what he's going to do next.
And then you're pretty much armor set for most of the first part of the game, if not the medium part, if not into endgame.
Yeah, the absorb from both gold bracelets and pro rings put together is absolutely beautiful.
And Mageius is on the sea here, so I don't know what he's going for at the moment. He's sailing south around Marsh, so my only think is he's going to dock at the southern port in Elfland.
Darindrise is not heading to Provoca, but instead heading south towards Elfland again. And going into Elfland Castle.
Chests.
Getting blocked by that guard of the treasury. That's a flame mail.
Well, that was a waste of 9,000 gold.
Yeah, just a small waste.
Because I think I'd put that on my fighter. Although that is the best armor Canuck can use after promotion, so if he does come back from the dead, you know.
Gonna pick up Ruse for the red mage, I believe.
Doesn't really look like he's, didn't remember the pro rings or just not interested in them right now.
It could be lack of interest right now, since it is still pretty early on in the seed.
Yeah, but if you gotta dive Marsh or Earth, you know you're gonna want your death protection.
More true words could not be spoken, my friend.
And Darindrise looks like he forgot something. Nope, he might be going to check the Astos key lock and the trap tiles. This is a play I don't make, but I might start adding it in. Checking those trap tiles in there, because if you hit an eye tile, I mean, you could be off to the races quick.
Yeah, that's very true, and considering how much EXP and gold a multi-eye tile will give, I think this is going to be a really good check.
Is he going swamp? Is he going marsh? He pitched the cabin there. This means to tell me, if these chests are not that good, maybe he is going to try marsh.
Never marsh.
This would be a gamble, but if the canoe is down there, ooh, baby. Because you know Mageius ain't going there for a while.
That's a katana and a white shirt. Holy cannoli.
Canuck's looking mighty good now.
Yeah, I would say so, especially with that katana in tow. Cheese, you are not wrong there, my friend. I do enjoy me and my white shirts. Oh, Red Bones have Blaze!
He didn't save. Well, you won't be stepping on that trap tile again.
That was hot.
Those are some spicy bones right there.
Oof. Hey, Canuck.
Yo.
You said something about a multi-eye tile earlier.
Oh, baby.
Here we are with the third eye grind.
I would sit here until level 20.
Everybody, get cozy in your seats or whatever devices you're watching this on, and wherever you're watching it from, we got a grind going.
You're gonna see a lot of eyes taking a whole beat. And has he got a house? Oh, he's got 2 houses.
He's got houses.
But I mean, you know, eventually that fighter is gonna be to the point where he can probably just take them down with a swing.
Yep, and by that point, it might actually be good to go ahead and get the thief up.
Oh, and they rolled weak too.
They rolled really low.
Yeah, this is gonna be, and this is gonna set him up for cash too for most of the rest of the game. So I mean, you know, this is looking really good right now for Darindrise.
Absolutely, and more Fire 2's going out. And we've got the use of Zap.
Yeah, Avis, you're probably right. If he doesn't check till crown, depending how far that crown is. I mean, I think what I do now, that I would do, is I'd throw that ice sword on my red mage. Give him something good to swing with. But now he's got lots of magic charges. Here we go.
Yep. We're going back in.
No, wrong tile.
At least he saved.
Woo! Yeah, I see in chat a lot of people saying stop at mid-10s and then come back after promotion. That would probably be the best idea. I mean, you could even quad X these things, because they're way below 300.
They are, but
your Fire 3.
On that same token, taking these to 12 like he has right now does give that level 5 charge. And, you know, Nuke's level 5.
You know, Warp's level 5. Oh, Temper's level 5. I mean, I don't, I guess it's like Crab Cake said, it's a preference thing of how far you take it. How far do you feel comfortable when you can go to Earth, no problem. You can go to Marsh, no problem. Like, you go to Ordeals, no problem, right? To get your key incentivized items checked, right? So...
yeah, and at this point, this could also be a grind for making sure he has enough gold to finish out the game with.
Yeah, like, I mean, there's so many options. It's just like, wow.
Those lit 3s doing some work. Getting good damage rolls on those. Mageius is running around here in Canaria.
Well, I mean, what this Osman is going to do, too, it's going to set Darindrise up. If they do have to go Earth, he's going to be all set to take out Lich already. He's not going to have to double dip.
Absolutely. They'll just be able to go in, get it done in one go, and call it good.
Because, I mean, you never know they're still looking for that Canoe. Canoe is still the stopping point. I mean, he's level 17. I think he might run out these charges and stop, but we'll see how he does it.
Yeah, I have to agree with you on that one, Canuck. Running out the charges would probably be the best thing to do, especially with a pack that has as little HP as this one does.
But I mean, now, you gotta look at it. The thing with him going higher than 15, if he doesn't find a tail till end game, what are the odds he's going to have many shots of Cure and Life 2 on that fighter, right?
I mean, it'd be slim to none.
So, there's a lot of things to take into consideration when you find a good grind this early. Now, if this was Gregory Puff and he had a black belt, he'd probably sit here till 50, but that's a different story. See Gregory in chat. Avis, Super Plebe, Crab, Thunderclaw, one fine day. We got all the players, all the high-tech players in here today.
Indeed. As well as our good buddy, Lord of the Scent. Mageius is running up to Temple of Fiends to go check that.
Yeah, no, that's something Darindrise did not check. So if the canoe ends up here, it's like, will Darindrise go back to this? Because he was at Canaria, right?
He was, and this is a gorgeous tile as well. Probably not as safe as the Third Eye Grind, but definitely really, really nice.
So, I mean, if the canoe is in here, this could actually be, I don't know. This race still can go either way, but there's just so many possibilities.
Absolutely. And just like that, Mageius has taken out the Iron Goal, or not Iron Goal, the Mud Goal and Sorcerer pack. Yes, Fade is White Mage locked at level 4. So Darindrise running out of Northwest Castle, feeling pretty good about the levels that he's gotten.
Yeah, he's on his way. Now, is he gonna make the marsh play?
I do believe it is time for that marsh play.
I mean, he's got Warp, he's level 20, and there shouldn't be anything in there, unless something's got a death effect. Then it doesn't matter how many hit points you have, you're going down without prorating. But
yeah, that's the only thing that Darindrise will have to be worried about. It's just an instant death touch.
I like that save, though. That tells me if Marsh doesn't lead to anything, he's not saving again.
Absolutely. And all those levels, as stated by Crabcakes, will make ice so much nicer.
So many unrunnables, ogres, geese. Yeah, he's not even saving before going in, so this is purely, if there's nothing here, I'm just resetting out.
Mageius finding a ribbon in the top right chest of Temple of Fiends.
And there you go.
TOF locked, paid dividends.
He's got life 2 for days, though, so should be okay.
Canuck, you're alive again.
Yeah, but Canuck's taking a pounding on the top row there. Is that all Canuck's good for lately? Taking a beat. I can see this becoming a meme all of a sudden in tournaments. Any Dan character is going to start being named Canuck.
I will anti-meme. I will keep you alive to the best of my ability.
Canuck is the new Dan.
I like it. An Opal Gauntlet up here in Upper Marsh. Not bad, not great, but not bad. And unfortunately, no loose items in Upper Marsh.
Gonna waste some warp charges, and he's gonna head to lower. Hasn't saved yet, so you know what his plan is.
Fortunately, these shadows are runnable and not really doing much. Mageius is still grinding away on these Mudgoal Sorcerer tile. Well, Darren is about to enter Marsh Basement 2. And soon will show us what the rest of Marsh has.
I like this play by Mageius. You got to get a few levels at least. You got the spell charges. You're here anyway. So. Ooh, Darindrise skipping that first chest. He might be thinking about getting it on the way back, maybe?
Well, it is linked with one of the rooms on the second.
I suppose, yeah.
But so far, Marsh hasn't had any massive payouts. The best payout so far has been that Opal Gauntlet.
Yeah, I mean, he's not going to be keeping that, I don't think.
Ah, that's a loose adamant.
That is one of our 2 loose items.
You know, I had to say Marsh hasn't been paying off, and then boom, it pays off.
Marsh pays. Oh, and he's got the key too. He's going to do. Oh, look at that tile.
Oh my gosh. Give me more of that tile.
It's a little far down to use, though. Oh, werewolves with stone touch. But they got the right body. Canuck took it for the team.
Big oof on that. A chest worth 4,000 gold.
That's a rare even number.
Yeah, you don't get to see that very often. And Gerwolves on this tile, so this one won't be that bad. And just 86 gold for the trouble.
Looks like he's gonna do the full clear here.
Another nice little tile, except that's mute!
And Frost right after. Oh, and his mages are muted. Uh-oh.
And there's more Frost coming out. More Frost! Oh, but he makes it out. Ooh.
He's got his life 2 charges.
He does.
He's okay. He's got just enough warp charges to make it out of here, too.
He's also got the warp charges on the Black Mage as well. Being careful with stepping through that room. I like it.
Yeah, I normally forget there's a trap tile there, and I just go right through it.
Yeah, I tend to forget it as well. And 864 gold in... That's right. It is this room that Darindrise is in that has the sneaky tile. Oh!
Another
the fighter and the thief are now petrified.
It's okay though, as long as it doesn't get the red mage or the black mage, he's fine.
Absolutely. Another ice sword.
Now that's the link chest he passed.
That is the link chest that he passed.
I mean, the odds of it having something good would be slim to none, but he's not going to check it. So, Mr. Sawney, what are you hoping for out of this adamant here? What would be your best guess?
The Oxy Ale.
Ooh, that'd be a spicy way to go.
Get the Oxy Ale, have the Oxy Ale lead into both the canoe and the Thor hammer.
Let me see, we got a Thor, a Chime, and a Cube in chat. I think it's going to be the canoe, though.
I mean, we have Team Sky, Sky, Sky.
Yeah, I have a feeling it's going to turn into a canoe.
Yes.
Grab, they have Floater.
Floater came from turning in, well, the fight against the pirates, talking to Bicky. Darindrise is back in Elfland. He's gonna pick up a few of the soft potions just to get those Warriors of Light back up.
I mean, look at the cash total on him now. He's set for pretty much the rest of the game. Even when he finds the vendor item, it's not going to cost him that much.
He is swimming in that cash right now.
Like Scrooge McDuck.
Though, you know, a thought just popped into my head.
Those are always a good thing. Shoot from the hip, brother.
Neither of these runners have been to Onrak yet.
No, this is true, but I mean, you don't really... I mean, your vendor item could be there, but you don't really have a reason to go that way just now. Because there's still many... Well, actually, you're kind of getting down there now. Unless this adamant turns into a ruby or something.
That is very true. And there is a possibility, there is a possibility that it could turn into the ruby. But there's also the possibility of a Loosen Earth, and they've had the rod since the start of the game.
You are correct.
Darindrise is heading towards Provoca, gonna pick up those pro rings finally.
But if this adamant turns into our canoe, how long do you think it's gonna be before Mageius decides to hit Marsh? He might decide to full clear Earth, and then that could really put him behind the 8-ball.
Yeah, I'm actually getting a feeling that Mageius is on Team Nevermarsh.
Well, we'll see what this adamant turns into. If it's just a dead end, he should be okay, but...
Yeah.
He's buying armor for Canuck. I like it.
Hey, he's gotta keep you alive somehow. And there was a question in chat from Gregory Puff. Did we find anything in Marsh? Adamant, as answered by our tracker, Abel Shruin. And big shout outs to Abos for doing the job of tracking.
Looks like Mageius is gonna do the Earth dive here. So if there's a loose in here, might be okay.
But the question
Yes,
is,
we do have 2 more races today, which we will mention coming up shortly. But looks like Darindrise is going to sail right to see what this adamant turns into. And Mageius is probably going to do the top floor check.
Yeah, Mageius went up and checked that very top chest, and it didn't pay off very well.
Oh, loose herb!
And that is the other loose item. And Mageius runs right into the iron goals.
Wow, so now we know where our 2 loose are. Now, if this would turn into the if this doesn't turn into canoe and the herb does, you know, it depends how long it's going to take Darindrise to go to Earth, but you would think you'd have to do that next.
Yeah, that's going to be the question at this point, though it could
This is
also
the
turn
ruby.
into TNT. That adamant turns into the crown.
Fetchy, fetchy.
We might be on a world tour. And Mageius does take out those iron golems.
Looks like he's on her. They must have rolled low. It looks like he knows they rolled low, so he's pulling out the old Quad X.
Opening up with a nuke. Yeah, they rolled low.
Yeah,
they rolled really low.
They're over 300, but that's still low for them.
This is a beautiful tile. That last fade's coming out, and it's going to get rid of those iron golems. Mageius has just gotten a bunch of levels.
Yeah, I agree, Gregley. The very worst one. But he's going to park his boat here at the bottom, get it in, head towards the kindly king, give him back his crown. King's going to betray him. He's going to put his sword up the king's butt, and we'll see what he gives us.
And that is more than likely the play-by-play.
I think this is going to turn into... I'd like to see this turn into the chime.
Ooh, seeing this turn into the chime would actually be quite nice.
But
you know,
that could throw Darindrise off because we know where the second loose is now. If he gets the chime, he might head for Mirage.
this is very true, but I was just thinking about something. We could have it turn into, no, I don't know, the Ruby. No, or go back to Dwarf Cave.
Like Astos was gonna blow up something, but
I think he was just getting tired of his house being ruined for so long that he was just like, you know what, I'm just gonna demolish it and build anew.
now he's gonna sail all the way back around to the outside because the Dwarf Cave is canoe lock from this side.
Yeah, that's gotta hurt. Just a
Imagine
little
doing
bit.
all this for a Thor's hammer.
That would just be a kick to the teeth if it were a Thor hammer at the end of all this.
I mean, what would you think? You'd be like, you spent 20 minutes doing this fetch quest and all you get is a hammer.
I mean, I would just look at it and go, well, hammer time.
Looks like the super plebe wants some slab action.
It would continue the fetch quest chain.
Yeah, but you couldn't really do anything with the slab because you don't have the airship to get to Lefinish, so
Now that is very true.
it would end your quest chain here quickly.
Yeah. So to explain what's happened over the past few minutes, we have had a quest chain that started with Adamant, that has turned to Crown, that has then turned to TNT, that we are about to figure out what that TNT is going to yield.
Ruby would be great because then you'd have to do more travel.
Ruby into slab, into not floater, or not canoe, I'm sorry, into... actually, this would be it. Ruby into slab, into Oxyale. Nope, there's the canoe.
There it is. Alright, Darindrise is set.
He will be the first runner in the air. So he still has that herb to go grab that Mageius has, but Mageius is going to be in desperate need of that adamant.
But the thing is now, if the herb's on the first floor of Earth, so if Darindrise doesn't do work till late, and that herb turns into be the Thor Hammer or the Opal Cheerio, there's not really a big penalty.
But if it turns into a progression item such as the Oxyale or even the Cube, ooh, that's going to be painful.
I rolled a good one here.
This is a very good one.
This is my first one of the spring tournament, so.
I gotta say, you've made a work of art so far.
Yes, Gregory Puff, and the worst part of it is that the double dip, you have to go all the way around to get back to Elfland and come all the way back around to get to Dwarf Chasm.
It's sailing the high seas all over again. Going everywhere via boat.
Yeah, not for much longer. So now
Me too.
you're Darindrise. You got your airship. You're 47 minutes in. What do you do?
I'll get back to you on that one, because I don't know. I am actually indecisive on this.
I would think you'd have to prioritize your incentives.
Yeah.
Your ordeals, do your ice, and if you happen to get the Oxyale in either of those two, then you could route in Waterfall and Onrak. Looks like
he's gonna start off with Sarda.
I like this check. It's a good check. Because if this is the Ruby, then he's right quick rush to get to his next one.
And that is the Cube. So that cube is really nice. Now he just needs the chime and then the oxy ale. And that'll be go mode for Darindrise.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Because that herb could also turn into the tail, which would be kind of something that Darindrise would want.
Absolutely, and Darindrise is going to go ahead and fly past Ordeals.
No, he's going to check the Cardia chest. I don't mind this play. You're still looking for a loose, and you might come up with something good.
I like this play, and I mean, Mazza is still out there in the world as well. Not to mention there's also the Vorpal, Excal, etc.
The what? I didn't understand one of those swords you said.
I don't know, was it the Vorpal?
The what? I don't know what you're talking about.
Will Cleos is joining us in chat. Yes, I did say Vorpal, my friend.
Hey, Canuck standing again. It's a good sign.
Absolutely. Mageius has decided to continue on into Earth Cave and is quaking these wizards as well as attempting to zap them.
Yeah. I mean, there's no reason for Mageius not to finish clearing this. He's got the levels, he's got the spells, he's already in here. Wouldn't make sense to come back and double dip. He can always check the herb when he gets out.
That is very, very true, and I do like that play coming from Mageius. I think that's actually a little more efficient to go ahead and get that done first.
Plus, he's still looking for a second loose, too. He could be hoping it's a 2 loose and Earth party.
That is very, very true.
But see, we know where the 2 loose are, and each runner knows where a different loose is, so this is pretty cool. Come on,
yes.
Massa. Let's go, Massa.
And for those that are just tuning in, one loose item is in Marsh. That is the Adamant. The other loose item is in Earth First Floor. That is the herb.
And yeah, this has been a really good race. 50 minutes in. Do make sure you give our runners a follow, Mageius1 and Darindrise. I do believe this is Darindrise's first tourney, but I do believe Mageius played last year.
Yes, Mageius did play last year.
But no, this spring tournament has been hype all week. We still got 2 more matches to go this week, and we have 5 more weeks of Swiss after this, so it's going to be an exciting month.
And then some.
Darindrise making your deals play. I like it. Like it a lot.
But that zombie dragon has lit too and is going to start doing quite a bit of damage to the party overall. He's trying to run from it, just not getting much luck. Slow coming out from that zombie dragon.
That's why you got Canuck. He can run from anything, boys.
And what is this that Mageius has stumbled upon?
I didn't see. Oh, there was some speed bump or pothole in the way. I don't know.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I might be just a pothole to you, baby, but it's gonna be one heck of a deep one.
The one time it rolls to have nuke.
Alright, looks like Darindrise has got lots of charges of warp, so if he takes a wrong turn here, it should not be a big issue. Should have no trouble making it through these pillars.
Yep, and he's back at the area with the 4 pillars. The good old randomization of the pillar maze, making it somewhat annoying, but if you know that warp will take you back to the last entrance you went through, then it helps out a lot.
Yeah, you just can't use your down, down, down strategy anymore. Now, he's seen this one already, so I'm surprised he didn't use warp to get back.
Yeah, he's in a bit of a loop.
Uh-oh. These things are never nice to see.
Fortunately, they didn't really have anything nasty.
I think Darindrise is a little lost here. He doesn't quite seem to know what screens he's seen, what screens he hasn't, because we've seen this one before.
We have.
It's that dreaded fourth pillar on the other side of the room.
The farthest pillar away from the start of the room.
Oh, no.
Womp, womp.
Yeah, that's a good reset out. Meanwhile, while we've been watching Darindrise make this puzzle maze look hard, did Mageius pick up anything in Earth yet, besides his loose?
He has picked up the loose and has found a red dragon tile, and that's about it. Second ribbon as well.
There you go. Ribbon helps. Looks like this pillar maze has really got Darindrise going for a loop here.
And there's the Vorpal!
The what? Hold on there, I'll boil some water for spaghetti. We can chuck it in.
Okay.
Even the fire doesn't want it.
That was solid. Darindrise has made it through the pillar maze and is now onto the second floor of Castle Ordeals.
Alright, so we know we're not going to be any loose, but we're still on the hunt for a massa, a ribbons, you know. We still haven't really found any good armor.
Yeah, nothing great has been found outside of the flame mail that can be thrown on the ninja post-promotion.
Don't even think we've come across a pro ring out of a chest yet, to be honest with you.
Not yet. Mageius has run into a gold bracelet out of a chest, though.
Alright, and we have the bottle. That's okay,
Well,
good check.
That bottle may be necessary, though we also still don't know if the herb is necessary.
Yeah, because we're still short the oxy ale and the cha in here. But we know there's a Thor hammer and opal bracelet out there as well.
That is very true.
But I mean, he does
Power bonk, I
doesn't have
believe.
the slab either. I don't think we found a slab yet, have we?
No, we have not seen the slab yet. And there is a possibility that that could be in Waterfall.
Yeah, you are correct. Maybe one of these turns into the oxy ale.
And we have not seen vendor item either.
No, we have not either. And the only places we haven't seen Onrak, we haven't seen Gaia, and we haven't seen the caravan yet. And it looks like Loon is raiding us with a party of 3. Welcome aboard. Hop on the choo-choo train, because this is going nowhere fast.
Alright, Darindrise heading over to Gaia, gonna turn in that bottle, as well as more than likely check the item shop, see if that vendor item is here. Also check level 7 magic, which has Lock and Fire 1. As well as Harm 4, Heal 2. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't that the vanilla slot for Harm 4?
You know, you could be right. Oh, there it is.
The tail is loose!
So, that's class change. Oh, we're gonna get a look at level 8 spell.
And we have a Lich encounter on Mageius' screen, opening up with Nuke, 101 damage, tempering up the fighter. Fighter's gonna swing, 3 hits, 201. And then Fade coming from that White Mage, 318. Lich is actually still standing after all that.
Lich is stacked, packed, and all that.
Got a Weight coming up from the White Mage, another Nuke coming out from the Black Mage, Tipper going out onto the Fighter again. Fighter's going to swing, 3 hits, 260, and that is the end of Lich. Fast is level 8.
Yeah, I was just about to say, we got some bad news, folks. Fast is level 8, and the fairy was hoarding an opal Cheerio under the water. So it could be rusted by now, but we'll have to see.
And that is the first orb lit for Mageius. In terms of orbs, Mageius does have the lead, but with exploration, that goes to Darindrise by far.
Yeah, but we're probably gonna get a look at this herb now. So the Oxyale Chime is still on the table. And if this herb will lead to a Deoxyale, say, how long is it going to be till Darindrise actually does Earth, now that he's in the air?
That's a good question, though we also still haven't seen Ice Cave. We also don't know if there's
and Waterfall.
A ruby somewhere.
Yeah, we haven't seen Waterfall, we haven't seen Behind the Giant, and we haven't seen Ice. You are absolutely correct. But Mageius is going to give us a look at this herb. Going to give the prince a little green to wake him up. To me, I think that will put him to sleep, but I'm not. I digress.
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Looks like the ogre's guarding the way to the castle. Maybe the ogre wants a little green.
That's a big possibility. All right.
Let's go, Chime. There you go.
You called it.
Well, there's only so many left. I think I had a 1 in 5 shot of getting something right. Something's got to go right for me today. I'm dying on Darindrise's side wide open.
Yeah, but you got a katana now.
Oh, and I'm class changed. Look at that red suit. I look good in red tights. No, people, I don't, honestly.
I was about to say, are you sure you want to leave that?
Are you sure you want to ride this train?
I mean, I'm already here.
Question in chat. No, the item in Lepinin has not been discovered yet because we don't have the slab. So we need to find the slab to get that translated before we can go to Lepinish to find out what they're holding on to.
And another question in chat from Gregory Puff. Did Darren sub the Opal mic for a pro ring? So, yes, Darren did put on the Opal glove and took off the pro ring. Mageius is here in Northwest Castle, about to get the bad news of that third eye grind.
But he's going to have to get some blaze first.
I mean, he just turned in that herb.
Can you imagine if the blaze spell could do 420 damage?
I was actually thinking that right before you said it.
These Arbones are giving him the business, though.
Yeah,
now,
that's...
Can you imagine if you had went to Marsh early and you come across something like this?
Oof. I would be a little upset.
Do you know how crazy Marsh would have been early if you run across Red Bones with that? How much wiping you would have done?
It would have been a white fest.
Meanwhile, Darindrise has now stepped into the volcano. I have a feeling Earth's going to be last on his radar.
I'm getting that feeling as well, and I don't like having that feeling.
Oh, look where Mageius is going.
He's heading to Marsh.
Oh, he's going to come across the adamant.
He will get that adamant, and he will have that canoe, which will then allow him to go into the air.
Interesting. So, the key item, the loot that each person found, actually led to something you need.
That puts the question of where is that other incentivized item landing now? Or where are the other incentivized items landing? Because there's still Powerbonk and Thorhammer, I believe, on the table.
And we got Waterfall and Ice and the Titan left.
As well as the slab translation on turn-in.
So to me, Ice has got to be the Ice, or the Waterfall has got to be the Ruby. We're going to need the Ruby to progress further into this.
That is very likely.
Where? Oh yeah, the Adamant was down below, I do believe.
Yes, Adamant was on the lowest floor.
I got a question in chat. Jazz Raptor, no, he did not look for the eye tile. He seen the Arbones, and I guess he got scared and left.
but he has seen an Iron Golem tile, and that's a massive amount of experience in and of itself, especially considering how low their health pool is. Also, Pro Ring Sunsword so far from Volcano Armory.
And you also got to look at the fact, because both of our runners, like I think Darindrise is around 21, 22, Mageius is around 19. I mean, they got to go through Sky and see, they're going to gain some levels as they go, so they might not need to grind again. And if you're looking for a mono recap, this just happened.
So yeah, basic recap. Well, there's the adamant, just like that. Mageius has both loose items. Recap basically is Sarah had the rod, Matoya had the loot, King had the crystal. Or no, King had the rod, Sarah had the crystal, Matoya had the loot, the canoe was in Matoya's cave, Vicky had the floater, and then Marsh led to a nasty fetch quest.
And for those of you that don't know, Meridian put in chat, I just finished whatever, can I get a mono recap? Mono is a runner that played this game when it first started, and every time you'd ask him for a recap, all he'd say is, well, this just happened.
Thank you, Avos. I may have said canoe and meant canal.
Yeah, they both start with C. Close enough. He would tell you to do it. And he's also where that blame mono came from, if you ever see that floating around.
Then again, you may also want to watch out with your cookies.
Oh.
Canoe ended up coming from the nasty fetch quest that started with the adamant.
Yeah, the adamant turned into the crown. Your turn.
That then turned into the TNT.
Which then turned into the canoe. See, we work as a team here, commentary style.
Shout outs to teamwork.
Another question in chat from Jazz Raptor. Is there an ordered list of best trap tiles anywhere? I don't think, but it's pretty sure someone could make one up. But you're looking for eyes or iron goals. That's pretty much your two major players.
Eyes, Iron Golems, Gurmedusas. The trap tile that Mageius is on right now, Gershark Big Eye, is a very good one. The Naga plus water tile is really good, especially when the waters roll low on.
There, our veteran guy in chat, Meridian BC. 3 eyes, 4 Saria, Grey Medusa, 4 Manticore. Oh, here's the Mancats, and we know they're dangerous.
They are, and Darindrise is doing a little bit of inventory cleanup.
On the Pro Cape.
Still searching for that other loose. Unfortunately, won't find it till he actually dives into Earth Cave. He found a wooden stick.
Ah, Will found it.
Thank you, Will.
So we'll see. I'm surprised honestly, I'm surprised Mageius just didn't warp out. He's got the 2 loose. Unless he's hoping for like a Mazza or something down below.
That's a big possibility. Could also be the Vorpal that he's waiting for. Could be X-Cal. There's a number of things he could be waiting for at this point.
Yeah, but you got so many more better chest checks. I mean, you got Sky, C coming up. I think this was just like a time sink, but he's out now, so we're going to see what he decides to do now. I would imagine he's going to follow this long fetch quest.
I have a feeling he will as well, considering that he's pretty much out of options. those Sphinxes have wall? Did I miss wall come out from the Sphinxes?
I missed that too, but we're about to find out again because they're unrunnable. They got hold.
Okay. Black Mage 756 in chat confirming that they do have wall. Thank you.
I think Sphinx are weak to ice, maybe? Yeah, there's the wall. Look at Canuck swinging that Katana 53. Big knock, baby. Big knock.
Hey, and then you did 93. So Darindrise heading down to Carrie's floor, getting ready to light that first orb, but gonna make a quick pit stop here. Check the incentive chest. That is not incentivized.
Oh, Mageius sailing through the bottom of Elfland as well. He's gonna get the bad news that he's gotta sail all the way back.
Yeah, he's gonna have to sail all the way around the world multiple times.
In a bad tile to take. This is going to give Darindrise some good levels. I think he's not going to have to grind now the rest of the game. I think by the time he's done Sky and Sea, he should be pretty well where he wants to be.
Yeah, grinding up to level 20 on the multi-eye tile was a very good call. Though it's very likely right now that he will end up doing Earth last. And that's a ghost tile. That's a little spooky.
It's not bad either. Ghosts are pretty good, but oh, I like the warp. Veteran move.
Indeed.
That was for you, Will.
Mageius about to turn in the adamant and get that crown. Probably just give a sigh of frustration.
Ooh, fires with squint. Better get some glasses. Can't see very well. Maybe Matoya will help him out. Give him an eye or two.
I like it. Alright, Darindrise has pulled Carry. Gonna start off with some Invis 2s and gonna go for some Brack.
Does Brack work on Carry?
I don't think so, actually. And if it does, then I will be proven wrong by this game, and it won't be the first time I've been proven wrong by this game.
I know Bane works. Bane has a chance, but I don't think Brack has a chance of hitting. I could be wrong. Someone could correct me in chat if they know, one of the veterans.
I don't think Brack does have a chance, but hold connect!
Okay, so Brack would work then.
Chances are probably just very low. Hold works, and Carry is definitely on the ropes. There goes Carry for Darindrise. Darindrise is going to have his first orb lit in 1 hour, 10 minutes, 48 seconds.
Oh, I could be thinking about Lich too. I know Brack doesn't work at Lich. I might have had that messed up.
Darindrise is heading to Ice Cave.
This is a good play, because this is going to turn out to be our Ruby, our Chime, or our Oxyale. And this is the only incentivized place we haven't seen yet, and Mageius gets the bad news.
It won't hold Chime.
Oh, we have the Chime. Sorry, my bad. So this has got to be the Oxyale or the Ruby. Really can't be anything else.
Yeah.
Because it
could be Slab. It could be Slab.
It could be Slab, you are correct. Because I don't think it can't be the Thor's Hammer or... Because you know where the Opal Cheerio is.
That is very true. It's, this is definitely a play that has many different rewards that could come out of it, but also very, very few whammies per se.
Yeah, it's the last incentivized location left, so you know there's going to be something good here you need.
Waterfall is still on the table.
That is true. So this could end up being a Thor's Hammer, and the Ruby end up in Waterfall.
And That would be nasty. Darindrise is going to go ahead and start running through here, checking the chests.
Yeah, because he still doesn't know where that second loose is.
Ooh, this is a solid tile as well. Fire mage tile. Those mages have no HP. That fighter, not going to do any damage, but the mage has poison touch.
Yeah, see, Mageius can go mode ice if he wants. But it looks like he's off to get his, what did he do with the boat? He's gonna go get his, floater, or rather his rock anyway.
He's going to go get the canoe.
And there's the rock on Darindrise's side.
We have the slab. We have the ancient writings that teach people how to speak Lefanish.
You realize it's only one word he translates, but it amounts into like 50 words of speech.
Intonation. Question in chat from Crabcakes. What did the herb lead to? It led to the chime. There's the second katana from Darindrise here in the 6 chests of ice.
If only Canuck could dual wield. Woohoo!
You would be rocking double katana.
Have some opal armor.
Good stuff there.
Yeah, it's tied for evade with the dragon armor. Dragon armor is the only better armor the fighter can wear. Yeah, the levels these guys are now, really there's really nothing, no dungeon to go to that's going to toss them up. So, I'll have to see. Looks like Mageius is now going to head to get his airship. We'll see what he does. He's not that far behind, if at all, so we'll see what kind of routing he takes on this one. Meanwhile, Darindrise is still continuing to clear ice. Hoping for that second loose, but we all know where that second loose is, folks. And there we go. Mageius is in the air at the 1 hour 15 minute mark. I like the airship music. Do 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 do.
The airship music's some very good music, and Mageius is flying all around the world right now.
Looking for Sarda, I think, at the moment. Nope. Maybe. Nope. Wait. Nope. Wait. No. Wait. No. Wait. Oh, there he goes. I don't think he knows what he wants to do at the moment here. Oh, he's gonna scrape the He's gonna scrape the belly of that airship on the mountains a little bit there. You'll have to pay for a few repairs.
Don't worry about those scratches, Captain. We'll buff them right out.
Just wrap her with some Mystic Silver. It should be all set. Right into the volcano. Don't even have to walk.
Ooh. Now there's an idea.
Alright, so Ice Cave really only had the incentivized item that was good. Everything else was pretty much a bust.
Yeah, I mean, if Darindrise were running 2 ninjas, then there would have been the grace of that second katana.
Yeah, but there's only one person that would run 2 ninjas.
I don't know who you might be speaking of outside of, well, Bloodworth.
That's pretty much the guy.
Darindrise has decided to come back to Provoca. Gonna pick up some white magic for that night. I like this play. Going for safety.
Yeah. But wasn't Life 2 Cure 4 available in level 1?
Yes.
And was it night learnable?
Life 2 is Cure 4... Cure 4 was in slot 2, correct?
Oh, I'm gonna be honest. I've been playing this game, Randomizer, for 3 to 4 years. I have no clue about Red Wizard permissions, so don't even ask. I click on the spell. If you can't learn it, I move on. But it
Cure
looks like
4
Cure 4
is locked on the night, but Cure 2 is learnable.
But Life 2 is going to be good. Life 2 will be...
Oh, yeah. Life 2 is going to be very, very nice.
How many charges is he going to have? Because he's only going to get... Because after level 15, like, at level 15 you get it every 2 to level 21, then I think it changes to like every 7 or 8 levels after that. So he's not going to get very many charges.
Oh, we'll find out.
But hey, sometimes 1 is all you need.
And that 1 can go a long way.
Sell the Vorpal. Don't sell the Vorpal. You gotta throw it away. Can't sell it. Can't equip it. You gotta throw it away.
No, don't throw that Vorpal away.
No. You failure. On the red mage? Oh man, I'm rolling over.
Oh, okay. So I'm cringing a little bit from that because that should be on the night.
All right, Darindrise is taking to the air. Looks like he might be heading for the waterfall play here. Waterfall is still something we have not seen yet, so this could be our Oxyale.
Yeah, Waterfall is going to yield either Oxyale or it will yield the Ruby.
Yeah, and if it yields the Ruby, then we know the Titan's hiding the Oxyale. Because he would have to, because the only incentivized location left would be in C. Oxyale can't be in C because you can't get there without the Oxyale.
Wait, has the slab been translated and turned in yet?
No, it has not actually.
There's a chance that something could be on that as well.
You are correct. Thanks for keeping me on my toes.
I actually just stopped and thought about that for a moment.
Well, you know, I think it's good sometimes. Sometimes it hurts. Sometimes it creates smoke. But, you know, sometimes it's good.
Oh, yeah. It just varies on the day.
Yeah, cardio was a bust, so we knew that already. So now let's see what Mage is going to do. It looks like he's heading towards Ice. Get his last incentivized, or one of his last incentivized out of the way.
Yep, all Darindrise will have left after this play into Waterfall is the Lefanish NPC check.
But if this turns out to be the Oxyale, then we know the Lefanish turn-in's not required. But I have a feeling he's going to do that before he clears Earth. So I'm thinking he's going to walk the Lefanish for a Thor's Hammer.
It'll either be Thor or Power.
Oh, I forgot about the bonk.
Still need that bonk.
Especially with fast at level 8.
That bonk's going to put in some good work.
Yeah, because there's a good chance you're not going to have fast. And if you do, you'll have just enough charges for Chaos. Burgley, you are correct, but now, when he finds... Oh, Oxyale.
There's that Oxyale! Once Darindrise grabs his herb, he will be in go mode.
But now, he's going to go to C, of course.
As it would make sense to do since he is in the area.
And clear out Kraken and get that incentivized item, which we know is probably going to be... Well, it's got to be the Power Bonk or the Thor's Hammer, because that's all that's left. Not a Ruby. Ruby.
The only one that's left, Crab Cakes, is the slab to Lefane.
Ah, what happened to Canuck?
You know, I saw you standing and now you're dead.
I think that Frost Gator just took a big bite out of me. Literally.
I see what you did there.
Like that?
I did. That was good. That was solid.
Canuck hasn't been drinking today, so he hasn't passed out yet. Alright, so Darindrise is going to enter C, I would imagine, full clear it, so he will have the orb lead. This is still really anybody's race at this point in time. I can't really pick a clear winner. I think Darindrise has a little bit of an advantage, but he's definitely not out of the woods yet.
When it comes to loose items, Mageius definitely has the advantage there, since Mageius has found both of them. But exploration definitely has to go to Darindrise right now.
Now, yeah, see, and that the only thing like Crab Cakes alluded to earlier, I see, is full clearing sky is going to suck. And it's something Mageius isn't going to have to do.
Darindrise won't be able to enter without the chime that comes from the herb.
So after this, he is going to have to go to Earth.
Mm-hmm.
Unless, well, he's already done Volcano, so he doesn't have to worry about that.
Either Ruby to Power Gauntlet, or it'll be the Power Gauntlet itself, or it will be the Thor Hammer.
Yeah, because we still have the slab check. The slab check could turn into our Ruby. So this could be the Power Bomb. This could be anything that's left, basically.
And that was responding to a question from Wilcliosis. What's with the mermaids? Ruby to Power Gauntlet?
Well, it could be Ruby, but then Ruby could turn to Thor's Hammer. Actually, no, we know where the Oxyale is. This would almost have to be Ruby, to be quite honest.
There's the Mosmune.
The big stick. That's it. Put it on the fighter. Yeah, that's the stuff.
That is some good power coming out from that fighter now. Strongest sword in the game.
It had to, I think.
Oh, yeah. Strongest sword in the game. The only argument that can be made is due to crit rates from the other swords. And
the mermaids had a Thor's Hammer. So as of now, we know the Leftinish are holding on to our bonk.
Oof. That's all I can say on that.
Or Ruby, actually. And Ruby could have bonk. So if you want bonk, you're going to have a ways to go.
Yeah, they will have the Ruby, and the Ruby will lead the bonk to the bonk.
Because, I mean, fast level 8, Temper was sharing charges with Nuke. I mean, really? That bonk is gonna come in handy.
Yeah, the power bonk will be extremely nice. But, you know, Darindrise, I don't think he's picked up Nuke.
Oh.
So he can reserve those spell charges all for Temper.
Yeah. We have a question in chat. Bonk, what's that? The bonk is an item in this game called a Power Gauntlet. And what the Power Gauntlet does, when you use it on your Light Warrior, it casts Saber, which really increases his attack, and it stacks, so you can use it over and over again. You can have that Mosmune hitting 2k if you go high enough.
Not only does it increase power, but it also increases accuracy.
Oh, does it?
Mm-hmm.
That I did not know.
With how Saber was initially meant to be, it was supposed to increase both power and accuracy. The Saber spell is fixed in this version.
Yeah, all glitch things are fixed. Like, the only thing that's not fixed is the intelligence stat. The intelligence stat means 0 in this game.
Yes. So Lock and Lock 2 actually work as intended. Exfer works as intended. Regen is fixed.
Don't the weapons weaknesses are fixed. So if you use a nice sword against a fire fiend, I think it does extra damage.
Correct.
Alright, for Mageius. Oh, Volcano. But I think he's gonna go mode this, so.
Yeah, Mageius definitely has a good lead.
Jazz Raptor, what's the thought on not fixing intel? Honestly, the way the spell ranges in this game, the spells only have a max they can do anyway. Like, take Nuke, for example. The max you can do is 400. So even if you had 100 intelligence, Nuke is still only going to hit 400. So really, intel is not really important, I'd say.
Yeah, if you ended up taking the formulas that are used in the later iterations of the game and applied them to the nuke damage, then you could easily hit thousands of damage with nuke, and that's just a little overpowered.
Yeah, I could see Intel making a difference if spells did not have a fixed range. But since spells have a fixed range, then your Intel value is not going to make a difference. And Mageius is fighting the armory. I'm surprised about this.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised on this as well.
Because, I mean, he's got a fighter. Look at that. He's got ribbons. He's got good armor. Pardon my language, he does have the vorpal.
He has not checked Sarda, though.
What was Sarda hanging on to?
Trying to pull from memory. Cube.
Thank you to our tracker, Mageius1, which you folks should also give a follow, as well as our restreamer bringing you this, Lord Fizzlebeef. That's first. Could be the second. I'm just guessing he's the first. Aegis Shield. There's a big pickup.
That Aegis Shield is a very nice find. That Aegis Shield giving some nice little protection, good amount of absorb, and immunity from Poison Earth, I believe?
Yeah. Darindrise still chest checking, unless he's looking for... Well, he still needs to loose. So this is going to cost him some time.
Just a little bit.
Not much, though, because he's plowing through this pretty good. He's got good levels, he's got good spells. So, in your opinion, Mr. Sawney, who do you think has an advantage at this point in time? Knowledge-wise, exploration-wise?
This is a tough call to make. Exploration, I can say without a doubt in my mind, Darindrise has that edge. The only reason he's not farther in the seed is due to skipping out on Earth. And I can't say that's a bad play, but I also can't say it's a great play. I can understand wanting to be safe with it.
Yeah, in chat, Duel was laughing at Mageius pathing. If you stick to those tiles that cause damage, you don't get encounters. So, at best, when you're going through a dungeon, it's always best to hit those squares.
Yeah, any of the tiles that cause the screen to flash white for just a moment will cause you to not get an encounter. They don't increase your threat.
So you'll see runners go in kind of weird directions to hit some damage tiles. It's just because they're trying to avoid encounters mostly.
We've got Darindrise on Kraken's floor, about to take on the ever so awesome Fiend that can be really nice, but can also just knock you out from out of nowhere.
Actually, Darindrise made good time going through here. Actually, better time than I expected. I didn't see any Wiz-Sahag combos to slow him down either, so that's a bonus.
He had one Wizard Sahag pack.
Duel, yeah, that's correct. He wasn't messing with the encounter rate, but he wasn't incrementing the counter. Because there's 255 steps. And in those 255 steps, or 256, sorry, there's so many encounters, and they're spread out. So if you know you have, say, a 30-step gap between encounters, if you're walking on non-damage tiles, if you walk on damage tiles, that doesn't increment, so it doesn't go against you coming closer to another encounter, if that's a clear enough explanation for you.
And
If not, I'm sure someone in chat can make it a little easier.
Darindrise is getting a lot of encounters before Kraken, hitting a bad part of the encounter table.
Hey, that's what we're here for. Ask away, Duel. We're here to answer questions. Join the Discord. Chat's great. Chat will answer any questions you really have.
And we will help you learn the game. Darren has not found a ribbon yet. Alright, Darindrise. Pull and Kraken. You want to take this one, Canuck?
It's all yours.
Alright. Starting off with some white shirt to get some of that evasion up. Hopefully not getting knocked out in one shot. Mazza swing, 103 damage. Lock 2 coming out from the ninja. It is guaranteed to hit. Kraken swings, doesn't do much of anything. But the first Brack takes down Kraken.
Bro, you really gotta go there? Shoot, Birdie, I'll see if I can help you out. I'll be a nice guy.
Do you say you'll be a nice guy or you'll be an ice guy?
Either or's good.
Alright.
Ooh, skipping by Earth? Is he gonna check the slab first? I think he is.
He may also be coming in to buy level 5 temper.
He's going to translate that slab. I'd be more processed to say he's gonna walk down there.
Uh-oh. I'm a little worried here. He will get that bonk, though, which is going to be really, really nice. But he is running back into Melman. Going to go ahead and check the magic shops.
Well, he's promoted now, so he can get exit, I think.
He cannot get exit.
I thought exit was red wizard learnable.
Exit is in the skill 2 spot, I
it is a
believe.
vanilla game. Never mind. Because exit's level 6 in vanilla. Yeah, I'm dumb. IR to dumb.
It happens.
Alright, Mageius gonna take on Carry here. This probably won't last long. Looks like he's going all offense. Nope, he's gonna temper up the fighter. Fighter swings, 4 hits, 98. Carry's tough. Carry's got some armor on. Carry shoots back with the fire too. Gonna buff that fighter. Red Mage, 3 hits, 63. That 4-ball's not doing nothing, boys. Nothing. Fade for 141. What's he gonna do now? Another fade. Another nuke. Fighter swings, first 196. Down goes Carry.
And we have a stake on Darindrise's side.
Oh, don't. I like my steaks medium rare. Don't nuke it.
He did not nuke it. I like what Lord of the Synth put in chat. Yeah. Hashtag Team Tyrofriend until get hungry.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
That is awesome.
Yeah, Duel, that's another thing you can do in the randomizer in the fun percent category. You can turn that Tyro to a steak. Now, if only they could turn the Wyvern into wings, then you'd have steak and wings, then it'd just be perfect.
We're talking good food there now. And the Lefanish NPC handing Darindrise the ruby.
Oh, that's going to send him on another little bit of a fetch quest.
Well, there's only one thing that ruby can lead into.
Let me think. Cool. I'm kind of lost at the moment.
It'd be the power bonk.
I thought we found the bonk. Someone had mentioned bonk.
I don't think we've found the power bonk yet.
No, you're correct. So he's going to have the power bonk. And that'll put him next to Earth, according to Will Cleosis. So we'll see if he decides to do both at the same time. He's going to turn in his bottle now, because I don't think he's done that yet. So he'll be happy with the Opal Cheerio.
He's going to go into the level 8 Black Magic shop and buy fast.
Well, he's using the Black Mage. So, I mean, he's got 1 charge of it now. He's probably going to get maybe another 3, 4, 5, 6 levels. He might have two or three shots of it.
That is very true. Fast is definitely worth the trip. I have to agree with what Crabcakes is saying in chat.
Yeah, because you're definitely not going to use it on Lich, too.
Oh yeah, I mean...
You may forego carry, too, even if you want, if you only have 3 shots.
We have B-Select strats! I just got really happy about B-Select strats coming up.
Map strats! I use map strats all the time if I need to. I don't care about the shame factor. I have no shame.
And there it is, the Power Bonk.
Now that fighter is pretty well got the best equipment you can give him. Aside from a ribbon and a pro ribbon. Do you think if you had the heal helmet on him now, he'd be all set?
But I think you're the one that's wearing the heal helmet.
Oh, I am too. Nice. I'm pretty tough now. Beefy.
You got some good absorb there, my friend.
I think he's just keeping me alive to run from stuff. And to take beatings and the fiends.
That's very likely.
Across his herb very soon, and then I think he is just going to go mow the rest of this.
Yeah, after Darindrise grabs the herb from this floor, he will be in go mode.
Well, pseudo go mode, we'll say.
Yeah, he will be in no mode.
And there it is. Let's see what he does. Is he going to go check it right away, or is he going to wait? Oh no, right away.
He's going to go check it, and checking this herb will put Darindrise into go mode. But first, he's got to land directly on the castle.
Well, you got to announce you're coming. You can't just come in uninvited. You got to crash a few walls or something. You know, be like the Kool-Aid Man. Oh yeah!
Oh yeah!
And there's the chime that officially puts Darindrise at go mode at the 1 hour, 39 minute mark.
With that, is Darindrise going to head back to Earth, or is he going to save Earth for last? He is heading back to Earth.
I was going to say, he's still looking for ribbons, so I would have thought maybe make Sky your play, because there's more chests there, but we'll see if he decides to go mode Earth or not. But I don't think there was any ribbons in Earth, was there?
There was one ribbon in Earth, specifically Earth 2 in the top right area.
Well, yeah. Well, those are the ones you check anyway. But he is going to check them all here. Looks like he's going, no, maybe not.
No, he is go-moding this. He is going to hope and pray that he does not see any insta-kill spells.
He is going to hope he finds a ribbon along the way somewhere. In one of the greed chests, because... But we'll see. It's a bold move, Shawnee. See if it pays off for him.
This is a very bold move. This is a bold move that is very familiar to me.
So if you didn't have a ribbon at this point in time, would you just be checking greed chests, or would you be really digging, hoping for that ribbon?
I would be... Since Earth is a very quick clear anyway, I would go ahead and dig Earth. And if I didn't find one, I would go ahead and check Temple of Fiends. But with that last location herb being found, I have to agree with the statement that Gregory Puff has made in chat. Darindrise has got to be feeling behind.
So Mageius is yet to find the cube, isn't he?
Correct. Sarda is the one that has the cube.
So he hasn't checked Sarda yet. And if he is saving Sarda check for if he grabs the ruby,
he's going to be waiting a little while.
Yeah, he would be. But where was the ruby again? Refresh my memory.
The ruby was from the Lefanish NPC.
That's right. So he could get that before going to Sarda. The Sarda does not lead to that.
That is a very strong possibility.
So he might be hoping that the incentivized locations... Well, he doesn't have any left. So I don't... And no loose. So he's got to know Sardas to play.
Well, he could be thinking that the Lefanish NPC is also the play.
Yeah, and then he gets the Ruby, which would lead him to Sarda. But by then it might be too little too late, because Darindrise is probably not going to check many more chests, I don't think.
I am not sure if Mageius picked up Maza.
He might check the first floor Mirage, because that's a kind of a quick check, and maybe a few Greed and Sky. But I think that's about it.
Yeah, I have to agree.
He's going to meet up with a big purple guy in a cape that floats and maybe cast something bad.
Only time will tell, right?
I don't believe Mageius did, because I wasn't watching Mageius' screen, I'll be quite honest.
Well, we've got double bosses on the screen. We've got Darindrise with Lich, and we got Mageius with Kraken.
We'll know once Sword takes a swipe here what he has. Oh, Kraken just makes short work of Mage. And it looks like Sword was swinging something orange, so I think he might still be on the Sun.
Yes, Sword is still on the Sun Sword.
It didn't do any damage. I think it missed. The screen scrolled past quite quickly, but...
Ooh, Vivi's going down, taking a dirt nap. That was 2 hits for 89 damage, so that Sun Sword is not doing damage very quickly.
No, he doesn't have the bonk either, so... Ugh.
But he does have a little sword that some people may be very familiar with called the Bane Sword.
Ooh, is it on his fighter? It is, but he's gonna defense up. Looks like Kraken likes to swing.
He may be saving that Bane Sword as a last resort.
Well, I think he's on his last resort at this point. Although he's got 3 Fades left. So Fade could get the job done, but not by rolling a 91. Oh, there you go.
That was a very, very good swing from the Sun Sword.
Looks like Darindrise is go-moding Mirage. I like this play, but I don't like this play. And Cheese, I think you're right. I think it is the defense sword he's using.
Yeah, that very well may have been the defense.
Question in chat, what is the average seed length for these flags? From what I've been seeing, they range anywhere from an hour 20 to over 2. I mean, there's a wide variance depending on seed and runner. So, average probably hour 45, I think hour 50 would be average for these seeds.
Yeah, hour 40 to hour 50 is a solid average for these seeds. Darindrise is going to go ahead and check some of the chests here in Sky.
He's got enough warp charges. He might do the upper floor, where you can just warp. There's 14 boxes on that floor, so...
Yeah, that would actually be a very good check.
Because with warp, it's not like it would take you forever.
He is going to go ahead and check some of the star, maybe?
Looks like Mageius is heading for mermaids now.
Mageius is soon to pick up that Maza.
Soon going to be disappointed when he picks up a Thor's Hammer.
Yeah, that's true too.
We'll see if he picks up the Maza. He might go straight to the incentivized, see it's a useless chest, and no, he's going to get her. There it is. No, that's a no. Uh-oh, he might see it's useless and warp out. Might be no Maza.
There's a ribbon for Darindrise.
Oh, Darindrise is now set.
One ribbon to rule them all.
And it looks like Mageius is probably gonna check the rest, maybe? So now if you're Darindrise, you got your 1 ribbon, your Massa, you're definitely go.
Oh yeah.
Like, pedal to the metal, throttle to the floor, and which way is he going here?
Did I just see up and left?
I hope he gets 4 Warmex in a row. Come on, chat. Get those blessed RNGs out. We want to see Warmech.
We need some Warmech in my life. Except it'd really be in our lives.
We need the metal chicken. What's the name of the one on RoboCop? The T109 or something?
Yeah, I think so.
That's kind of what Warmech looks like.
I never actually thought about that till now.
But this Red Hydra fight is not a bad fight to take, because they really give you good experience. And that thief is now swinging that katana like a beast. But you're never going to beat the Massa.
That it is. Alright, we see Gurnaga Airs. We haven't seen Warmech come up yet. Let's get some Warmech. Come on. You're teasing us now, game.
Yeah, this is a lot of encounters for no Warmech game. Come on. Get with the program.
You're teasing us so hard right now.
Boo.
The game has teased us to no end.
Some unrunnable nachos. Nachos.
Mageius has landed at Sardis Cave after trying to figure out where he was going, and did make it to his destination. And there's the cube for Mageius.
I do believe that is go mode for him as well.
It is, and now Darindrise has pulled Tiamat herself. And he's going to open up with Fasting the Muzzle-Wielding Knight. A move I like. 5 hits for 216 coming out from that Knight. Fast going on it. Ninja swinging. 4 hits, 29 damage. Not too great on the damage front, but Temper's coming out.
Woody Temper there.
That Knight is about to do a ton of damage.
Well, he better, because Tiamat's bringing the heat. Ooh.
10 hits for 1,215 damage. Ooh. Tiamat's got to be feeling that one.
Let's see the Vorpal do that.
Give it some crits and some temper.
It's going to take double the amount of crits and temper. So, alright, so Darindrise has all 4 orbs lit. He's going to make a quick pit stop in Canaria, restock his potions, and I do believe he will be our first runner to enter TOFR.
Time for Topher.
I used to call it the Great Equalizer, because in the last tournament, man oh man, it turned races around. But so far in the spring tournament, I've found it's been pretty tame.
Question in chat from Icky Batang. On the randomizer, is Chaos's HP any different? Yes. It is a range of HP values that's based on the percentage scaling of bosses.
So I do believe the bosses here are clamped at, what, 250?
The max they can roll is 230.
So 230, Chaos has 2,000 vanilla. So 30% of 2,000, or 200 and whatever, you know what I mean. So we can have 430 to 2,600.
It should be...
I think it's going to be more than that because vanilla's $2 grand.
Yeah, it would be 860 to 46.
So they could be beefy. And we haven't seen Warmech, so we really haven't seen anything that the Fiends could have yet. Because Warmech does share the spell pool of the 4 Fiends in TOFR.
That is very true. And Darindrise entered Topher at 1 hour and 51 minutes. Has already made it to the loot plate. And is now ready to head towards the Fiend refights.
Oh, ambushed by some zombie dragons. No, I believe Chaos was 2k in vanilla.
Chaos was 2k in vanilla, and then in the remakes, Chaos got up to
20k.
Yes. 10K in Origins, yes.
I think he's 20K in the PSP version.
He's 20K in the GBA and PSP versions. And iOS and Android.
Yeah, he started working out all of a sudden. Now this is not going to pay off big by running from everything.
Absolutely. This is going to make everything a lot faster.
Except unrunnables. But I can hardly be blamed for unrunnables. Oh, wait! I rolled this seed!
And you're the ninja.
So I guess I can be blamed for unrunnables.
So, Darindrise and Topher healing up, getting ready to head towards Lich's floor. Mageius blasting through Sky real quick.
Taking some fights along the way here. He mustn't feel too safe with his levels. Because these were runnable, but with a Mazmun and a Katana, I mean, there's not a lot that's going to stop you on the way down.
Mageius going down and right in the Sky Maze. I like it. Geez, I've actually played FF1 Wonder Swan.
I haven't. That's alright, Q. Let the torques and pitchforks come. I'm a ninja. I can dodge anything.
Alright, Darindrise about to pull up on Lich 2. Time to see if Lich 2 is going to be disrespected as per normal.
A little respect, healing up.
Yeah, no disrespect. A little bit of respect coming from Darindrise towards Lich 2.
I think the Mazmun's going to chop up that pink and yellow cape of his, though. Or purple and yellow cape.
Fire 3 coming out. Not doing much damage. 53, I believe, was the number I saw. With Fire 3 coming out, 130. Maza swing, 4 hits, 365. Katana swing, 5 hits, 197.
The Lich rolled high.
Lich rolled high. 5 hits, 284 from that ninja. Lich 2 goes down.
And level 24 on Canuck.
You're starting to get up there.
I'm starting to get beefy here. And Mageius is on the Bridge of Destiny, folks. Maybe we'll get a Warmac on this side of the table.
It's a lot of Hydras.
And they're unrunnable. And they're probably not too happy. They gotta share a bridge with a big metal chicken. And no water. So, I don't know.
But Red Hydras don't need water.
Yeah, I suppose. Alright, we're about to get a look at Carry 2, healing up again.
You want to take a Canuck?
Alright, we're going to start off with a little bit of defenses here. Is he going to fast this fighter? No, can't afford to waste it. Just going to temper up the fighter here. Big swing from the Mazda, 4 hits, 461. Carry still alive. Canuck swings, 144. Down you go. Take a powder. Hit the pine.
She did not have much HP.
No, I think she rolled slightly below normal, actually.
I do believe so.
And Mageius taking on Tiamat here. Let's see how he decides to do this. And temper up his fighter. Control it some... No, time to control the fade. No, we're going to put up some defenses. Good call. I like it. Ooh, that defense sword not putting in too much work, though.
Ooh, that's Blizzard coming out.
Makes me wonder if he's actually going to change to the Vorpal at some point. Or did he get the Vorpal?
I think Mageius does have the Vorpal.
Well, I hate to say it, but this is the one time you probably want to put it on.
Not with the Tempers actually doing some good work. That was 4 hits for 311.
Looks like those waters kind of put a little hurting on Darindrise here. Gonna make him use some resources.
And 3 hits for just over 120 damage, I believe, and that is it.
All right, take her away. It's all yours, Sonic.
All right, Kraken 2 for Darindrise is going to start off with Lock 2 from the Ninja, trying to decide whether to Brack, Temper, or Fast, and decides to Temper. Lock 2 coming out. It's going to connect. Cure 4 is Kraken's first spell. So no damage dealt. That is off the table entirely. Temper going out onto that Knight. The initial buffing, for the most part, is done. Darindrise trying to make a decision as to what to do. First swing, 5 hits for 320. Lit 3 coming out, 83 damage. 5 hits for 185 with Stun Touch. So that is going to cancel Canuck's turn. Fire 3 coming out. Nope. Going back, switching it up. Gonna fire 2 instead. And more power bonk. White shirt coming out. Fire 2 coming out. 26 damage. 5 hits for 130 from the Ninja. That Ninja's on knee though now. Definitely not looking too great.
Yes, Kraken's pretty tough.
Yeah, Kraken's packing some HP. 5 hits for 221. There was a crit in that. Some good damage coming out, but the Knight swings 5 hits, 440. Preserving those fast charges. I do like it. More white shirt coming out. 4 hits for 113 from the Ninja. 4 hits, 562. This Kraken is beefy. Newt coming out, 150 damage. Kraken 2 goes down for Darindrise. That was a beefy Kraken.
That had to be max. That had to be max or very 99% of max.
Yeah, I do believe that was as close to a max roll as we're gonna see.
Because that Kraken had to have close to 2k. Here we go. Fiend 4.
Being 4 of 4 before
Fiend
Chaos.
entered. Temple of Fiends revisited.
During that Kraken fight, Mageius entered Temple of Fiends right around the 158.30 mark.
So a wipe here for Darindrise could tip the scales.
You want to take Tiamat, Canuck?
Sure. Looks like we're going to throw some lock, make him easier to hit. Oh, he's going to waste a charge of fast on his fighter. He does have enough. Going to put up some defenses on his fighter. White shirt, defense sword. Oh, Tiamat with zap. Take it out. 3 and a 4. Oh no, this is bad. He's going to defense up his fighter. He's got bonking defense though, and Mazmun. I think he can pull this off, folks. Gonna start powering up his fighter. Tiamat fire 3. Big swing for the Mazmun. 10 hits, 745. Ooh, Tiamat with Bane. No effect. Gonna power up some more. Pumping up those arms for the big swing. 9 hits, 1100. That was a bad zap to see. But Life 2 to the rescue.
Fortunately, he did pick up Life 2 on that night. So everything is okay. I was holding my breath because there still is a chance that Zap will break the ribbon, and that would have caused the Knight to fall as well, and that would have been an instant wipe.
That would have been bad RNG.
That would have been RNG that some of us are very familiar with. Alright. Darindrise moving equipment over, has the party fairly well healed. Gonna go ahead and top off that Knight. And look at Chaos and challenge him for the fate of the world itself. Gonna go ahead and start off with the white shirt from the Ninja. Opening up with defense sword on the Knight. Going with the defensive strats. Invis 2 coming out from the Red Wizard. And fast going on to the Knight. Chaos attacks, hitting that Ninja for 308, dropping the Ninja down to 1 knee. But that's fine. The Ninja is just being there as a meat shield. Fast going out onto the Knight. The Knight is going to be in a good situation. Gonna go ahead and start fighting with that Knight. And believe that was another Invis 2 use coming from the Red Wizard. 10 hits for 497 against Chaos. Chaos punching down Canuck. Fortunately, he's taking a dirt nap right now. Going to continue fighting with that Knight, and it's time to start dumping all the tempers into the Knight. Chaos swings and misses. 10 hits for 551 from the Knight. 2 tempers going out onto the Knight. Next swing should do a massive amount of damage. Another temper and a nuke coming out. Nuke hits for 141. That swing from the Mazda. 10 hits for 2,011 damage.
The Chaos is still standing, folks.
This Chaos rolled high on health, but this hit, 10 hits for 1,285, kills Chaos. Darindrise finishes in first place with an official SRL time of 2 hours, 3 minutes, 9 seconds. Get your GGs out for Darindrise. And in that fight, we found out that Lich 2 had a zap that took out 2 of Mageius' light warriors.
Yeah, that was an unlucky zap right there.
And that was a gorgeous chaos fight from Darindrise.
GG, Darindrise.
Thank you very much. Man, my heart is really going.
Yeah, your first tournament win always kind of puts the fear in you.
Chaos fight from Darindrise.
So how's Mageius doing? Looks like he's on carry.
GG, Darindrise.
Yes. You finished Chaos as Mageius finished Lich 2.
Oh, wow. Okay. I wasn't
Yeah, your
sure
first
if
tournament win
going to
always
Marsh
kinda
early was going to get me
puts the fear
ahead
in ya.
or just going to be lucky in order to get them,
Carry 2.
because I didn't know if Mageius
Yes.
was going to go there or not.
You finished Chaos as Mageius finished Lich 2. Yeah, Mageius ended up doing Earth 1 before you did, well before you did. And due to your exploration, as well as just overall speed through dungeons, you ended up having an edge on Mageius. Mageius did find 2 ribbons that you did not find, but you found that 3rd ribbon in the seed in the Sky 3 greed chests. And due to your exploration...
Oh, and Carrie's got nuke. Takes down Vivi.
But
You were actually in the air, Darindrise, at I think the 45 mark or something, 47. Mageius didn't get into the air till the 115, so you had the airship about half hour before him.
Yeah, that canoe was quite a bit to dig out, so that was, I was hoping that was, I mean, for sure that was definitely the advantage in here. So it looks like he's been doing pretty well otherwise, though.
he has been, but he is in a rough spot right now against Carrie. He's got 2 warriors on a knee, but he does get carried down with that last swing of the defense sword and continues on down into Topher and is going to go ahead and opt to dump some heal potions onto these low health warriors.
Yeah, not having a really good endgame sword, you can see the result here. Like, it's taking way more attacks for him to get these fiends, and these fiends are coming out with more and more spell lists, so... Endgame weapons, folks, you might not think they're important, but they can make one whopper of a difference.
Did he find that 3-eye tile in Northwest Castle?
He did not.
Did not find the 3rd eye grind.
You found it early, and you took full advantage. Did you know how high you were going to go with it at the time, or were you just kind of playing it by ear?
I just knew that I had an extra house, so I was going to keep going with what I had until I ran out of spell charges, and once I saw I was like 20s, then I knew I could bring my thief back and just bring the thief along with me, get some levels along the way. Otherwise, I would have left that thief down a lot longer.
So, you've made it through your first race of the spring tournament, your first major tournament in Final Fantasy Randomizer. And having been in a spot that you are in right now, I want to ask you the question, how are you feeling now that you've had a little bit of time to actually take in?
It feels good. I mean, I wasn't sure how good Mageius was. He hasn't been playing in any of the community races and things for a while, so I knew it was going to be a tough matchup, and so, it feels really good to get a first win. Either way, whether you're 1-0 and 0-1, there's quite a few strong people in both brackets at this point, but being 1-0 really feels good because my goal is to get 3 wins at least, in the tournament, and I'd feel really good if I can do that just to get into the last chance qualifier. So having won in the first week makes that a lot easier.
All right.
All right, we got a Kraken fight going on here. That weapon is still holding Mageius back.
It definitely is. I mean, the only thing I could say for him to do at this point is to switch the Vorpal over to the Knight and start swinging away with it, because even though Mageius does not have fast, that would still get quite a bit of damage out there. He wouldn't be relying quite as heavily on crits.
And remember, this Kraken is beefy.
And he's got fast.
This is like a max HP Kraken. He's got fast, but he's got defenses up, so unless he crits, it's not going to be good.
Well, and Tiamat and Chaos are not an easy pushover either.
They really weren't, but Kraken throws out Blizzard, dealing a lot of damage to heal.
He's going to try good old quad X strats. This is the Hail Mary play right here, folks. You're a long ways from that, buddy.
A very long ways. Trying to do everything he can to conserve the spell charges, though he does have that Sun Sword that he could use over the defense sword. But there's an Inferno coming out. And Vivi is down. 3 hits, 221. That's a crit from the Knight. There is a chance that Brat could be used, but with that Black Mage down, I don't see Brat coming out anytime soon.
Yeah, 2 hits, 19, 1. He's going to be here quite a while.
The good old 1 hit for 1 damage.
That is a good old Vorpal. What more do you expect?
Hey, there's 3 hits for 232 though. That's coming through doing some damage. Just got to get the crits.
If Kraken hits somebody, it's gonna hurt.
It'll hurt a lot, especially since Kraken is fasted. Oh, there's nuclear!
Oh, Kraken with the power.
Mageius is in a spot that he's not sure what to do at this point.
I mean, he's chipping here. He's got to be getting close.
There it is! Mageius has made it through the wall known as Kraken. Mission complete. He has survived.
Life 2, Cure 4 charges, so he's okay. He can heal up.
Okay, so I remembered the question that I had for you, Darindrise, that I lost during that Kraken fight and just got back. So you last location the herb in Earth 1. How far behind did you feel, or did you feel behind at all?
I wasn't sure. I mean, I knew if it was going to be loose and loose in Earth, it wasn't too bad. Plus, with that loose, pretty much the canoe being loose in Marsh, I knew that, at that point it could be anywhere. Anybody could be way ahead or way behind, because you could have gotten those right away or at the end. But, you know, I was so excited to get it. I exited out, went and turned it in right away, even though I knew what it was, and then just went back to Earth, where I could have saved a little bit of time and just ran through the dungeon first. But, yeah.
And folks, Sword is now wielding the Vorpal. Can't see it helping any, but he's trying. There's the zap from Tiamat. Gets BV.
That Vorpal's already doing 86 damage.
Ooh, spicy.
It's a lot. In the words that I like to say all the time, that's a lot of damage!
4 hits, 162. He's gonna get there. Unless Tiamat gets there first. And we don't know where there is, so we're just gonna have to wait it out.
You know, it's over there. And just so you all know at home, I did point that. More swings coming from the Vorpal. 4 hits, 211 with some crits in there. Getting some work done. Slowly but steadily.
Ooh, bait, it's the White Mage. Not sure if she had a ribbon on.
The White Mage did not have a ribbon on, but that is Tiamat down for Mageius. And Mageius is approaching Chaos. My friend, the Hangry Canuck.
Either, did he?
He did not. But do you want to take this Chaos fight, my friend?
Nope, you go right ahead, man.
Alright. Mageius reviving the 2 fallen light warriors, getting the party ready for this fight against an extremely beefy Chaos. Does not have the power bonk, does not have fast, but has the Vorpal equipped onto the fighter out of temper charges on the Red Wizard.
And we do know Chaos had a nuke.
We could be in for the long haul.
But on the bright side, we know he doesn't have Cure 4.
Indeed. We see Lock 2 coming out onto Chaos. That is going to hit regardless. 4 hits for 75 damage to start with. White Shirt going out, getting those evasion stacks, and the defense sword onto the Red Maid, or Red Wizard. Red Wizard being dropped down to a knee immediately. This could get a little dicey. Gonna go ahead and Cure 4 on the Red Wizard. And go ahead and temper the fighter. Had a tough time deciding what he was going to do, but then he made it to what he do. Vorpal Swing did 84 damage, and oh, that knight just took a ton of damage. That was well over 400 damage.
I don't know why he's not bonking here.
Did he pick up the bonk?
Oh, maybe he didn't.
4 hits for 15 damage. Last defense sword going out is down after last temper cast. So, unfortunately, no more tempers going out for Sword the Knight. Swing coming out from the defense sword. 3 hits, 3 damage. Swing. 4 hits, 176. 2 hits from Chaos, 281 on Sword the Knight. This may actually call for heal potion strats, which that is what Mageius is going to go after. 4 hits for 128 from Sword, and Chaos just swings into the air, misses the Knight entirely. It's a good break for Mageius right there. More white shirts coming out, swing and a miss onto the Red Mage. Red Mage gonna go ahead and heal up the Knight. The Knight dealing a decent bit of damage. Didn't quite catch how much was dealt. But more white shirt going out, maxing out evasion. 4 hits for 119 from the Knight. Now it's just down to chip damage from spells. And heal helmet use is coming out. 4 hits for 394. A good swing from the Vorpal. getting damage out there. 3 hits, 3 damage from that defense sword. Unfortunately, not much going on right there. Another swing from the Vorpal. 4 hits for 144. Lit 3, doing 49 damage. Just a little bit of chip damage, but every little bit counts at this point. And now Fade charges coming out. We've got 4 hits for 51 from the Vorpal. No crits, unfortunately. 121 from Fade. A good Fade. 3 hits for 70 from the defense wizard. That is a nice crit to see. But Chaos responding with a crit of his own for 347, dropping that red wizard down to 2 HP. 4 hits for 161 from the Vorpal. And just your good old 3 for 3 from that defense sword.
Quake.
That red wizard is on a knee.
If I was that red wizard, I'd be firing Quake.
4 hits, 243 with 2 crits in there. Lit 3. Chaos swing and miss on Sword the Knight. And more fades coming out. 4 hits, 329. Good damage coming out. 117 from the fade. A good solid round of about 450 damage overall there. More white shirt, 3 hits, 3 damage. Vorpal swing, 4 for 224. Chaos definitely has to be feeling quite a bit. Gonna attempt Quad X, but Quad X will not work against Chaos. Another fade charge coming out. 142. Swing from the Vorpal, 4 for 9. There's that pool noodle you were expecting, Canuck. And it's continuing with 4 hits for 50 damage. Unfortunately, it's just taking a while to whittle down Chaos's pool.
It's gotta be coming on the end, though.
And there it is. 4 hits, 223 from the Vorpal. Mageius takes down Chaos. Get your GGs out. He finishes in second place with an official SRL time of 2 hours, 19 minutes, and 20 seconds. That was a lot of Vorpal swings.
Yeah, that was a long Chaos fight. That could have been a lot shorter.
I have to say, that was really well done, though, with as few resources as Mageius actually had.
Oh, definitely, yeah. No doubt about it. I mean, he didn't have fast, no Mazza, no bonk. So, I mean, this is about the best outcome you can hope for.
Absolutely. And we are waiting to see if Mageius wants to come in for an interview. In the meantime, we still have Darindrise in here. Oh, that was another question I had in mind for you, Darindrise. When you had finished your grind on the eyes, were you planning on going to Marsh, or had you thought about going to Earth since you did have the rod available?
I was debating between the two, and I just kind of said, you know what, I'm so close to Marsh, I might as well. I think I saved at the split there, and then went and checked the top, and once I found, I think the white shirt was in the top of Marsh, I said, well, I'm gonna go check the bottom, because I was doing a practice round the other day and forgot to check the bottom of Marsh, and that's where my loose chime was. I said, I'm not gonna make that mistake again. I'm gonna just full clear Marsh because I'm level 20.
And Mageius will be joining us in just a moment. So, why don't we see what we do have coming up on the schedule here? See if I can pull it up somehow.
Give me just one moment for that. So, later on, we have Guelph versus Math Girl over on Speed Gaming 6 later this evening, coming up at 6 o'clock Eastern. Here in about 37 minutes, that match will be starting. And later tonight at 10 p.m., we have Leggy Starscream versus Lord of the Synth. And the game of Leggy Starscream versus Lord of the Synth is the last one for this first week of the Spring Tournament 2020. I highly recommend checking both of those games out. The Guelph versus Math Girl match will be over on the Speed Gaming Family Network on Speed Gaming 6, and Leggy versus Lord of the Synth will be here on the Randomania Network. So definitely be sure to keep your eyes open for each of those matches. They're going to be very good ones. I definitely recommend giving those a watch.
Yeah, I gotta go track that one, Math Girl.
That you do, my friend. We do have a question in chat from Dual Musa Shudul. I apologize if I butchered the name pronunciation. Is there a number of NPC rewards equal to 255 or 256?
I don't have the slightest idea. Mageius, could you help us out?
Give me just a moment, because I'm actually doing the math in my head. I appreciate it, Dual Musashi. There we go. That's what it is. Okay, I recognize it now. But we are joined here in the booth by Mageius. GG's, Mageius.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
We can hear you now, sir.
Just give me 1 sec.
Yeah, you might want to turn yourself up a little.
So to answer that question, Dual Musashi Duel, I believe it is 255.
Can you guys hear me now?
I can, yes.
Yep, loud and clear, buddy. GG, by the way.
GG's.
Thanks. I knew going in Topher, it was either I was ahead by a bit or I was going to be behind by a bit. It was one of those type of seeds.
Yeah, this seed ended up playing out in an interesting way, and I mean progression-wise, you actually had a decent lead, but exploration, Darindrise had you on that one very, very heavily.
It was fairly weird, too, because you had each found a loose first, and the last thing the other person found was the loose you had found.
Ouch. I mean, I guess that shows we both have at least enough decent skill to you make it in this tournament.
But other than that, you two ran a very good race. It was close pretty much the whole way through.
That's always good to hear, I guess, on that one. You know, losing, it was just like, it was one of those seeds where it's just like, you could have fun with it. You would wonder where your opponent was just because of, you know, where the items were. And I still am amused at the whole fact that my strategy of, like, just keeping the Red Mage alive worked on Chaos.
It did, and you actually did get some decent crits from that defense sword when you switched it over to the Red Mage. So that definitely did help you out a bit against Chaos. Chaos's health pool was just so large that he was going to be a pain to get through.
I know, but just throwing, you know, a lot of evasion on the, you know, Red Mage basically meant that because I don't believe they adjusted how the, you know, what enemies target. I don't remember if they have or haven't, but since your first slot literally has a lot more of the targets, if they can't die, well...
Yeah, you just keep them up, and the targeting system has not been changed in the randomizer at all, so it's still 50% for slot 1, 25% for slot 2, and then 12.5 for slots 3 and 4. So let me ask you this, Mageius. When you found that herb in Earth 1, did you think about warping out and just immediately going to turn it in?
I did, but at the time, I already did have the rod, already had a decent amount of levels. Thank you for finding a good grind tile early. So it's just like, I'm here, I might as well check, I've got the ability to clear the dungeon, and, well, it just made more sense to finish it off because I knew with what I had checked, either my opponent had, checked there immediately early, and that had led to, the canoe, which had led to the floater, or it might be a red herring, and, they would have finished off the dungeon before checking as well. So it was a 50-50 coin flip. So it was just like, okay, do that.
Coin flips are good to take risks on. When you found the adamant in Marsh, were you slightly upset that you didn't check Marsh earlier, or were you like, everything's fine?
I was actually in the camp of, okay, either my opponent checked Marsh early and got this and I'm behind, or they avoided Marsh, and because the herb led to the chime, then they had checked, trying to remember it. Basically they would have checked, the tower, and I actually might be ahead there.
I like that. Canuck, do you have any questions for Mageius or Darindrise?
No, GG to you both. Good luck going into the next week. And if you want to take us out, Sonny, be my guest.
I would love to, my friend. So be sure to tune in to the last few matches we have of this first Swiss round of the Spring Tournament 2020. We have one coming up here in 30 minutes on Speed Gaming 6. And our last one is going to be here on the Randomania Network at 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern.
And I know I'll be busy for at least one of those because I've got a randomizer race for another tournament in a couple hours. But I'll try to keep it on my phone to watch.
I wish you luck in that, Mageius. Be sure to give our runners a follow. Be sure to give our restreamer, Lord Fizzlebeef, a follow. Be sure to give our tracker, Avos, a follow. Avos Ruin on Twitch. Definitely give my co-commentator, the Hangry Canuck, a follow, because Canuck is just absolutely amazing. So much fun to do commentary with. Great person overall. Be sure to join the Final Fantasy Randomizer Discord as well. We will teach you the game. We will help you out. Any questions you may have, we will do what is in our power to answer them.
And you get to hang out with fun people like me.
And more true words could not be spoken. I couldn't say anything more true than that myself. On behalf of Lord Fizzlebeef, Avos Ruin, the Hangry Canuck, Darindrise, and Mageius, I'm Sonny Wrath 11. We'll see y'all next time for more Final Fantasy Randomizer Spring Tournament 2020 action. Have a good evening.